Good morning, Elements members. Hi, it's Coach Beth. We're getting ready to do some senior fit this morning. It's Thursday. I want you to have some resistance in mind. I've got a couple cans of food. It's handy in the house. I've also got some weights that I have laying around. And there's my water bottle. I'm also going to be using a stretchy band today, but that's optional. If you don't have a stretchy band, an exercise fitness band, let me show you what I mean. Hang on. This guy right here, okay, this is a stretchy band. We use tubing at the club when we have senior silver sneakers. So that would work too. If you've got something like it, great. If you don't worry about it. We're still gonna have a great time. We can do all the work that we're going to use the band for without it. So you've got options. Don't worry, it's not mandatory. So I'm just gonna plop that over there. I'm gonna get my camera set up. I hope you're all feeling well today. Another rainy day in the valley. There we go, that should do it. Let's go like that. There. Let me see if I'm in your shot. Yeah, very close to it. All right. Hi, Dora. You have a stretch band. Awesome. I bet you've been anxious to use it. I'll bet you've been already using it at home. I'm glad you got one. Again, we're going to be using a stretchy band today. No worries if you don't have one at home, but if you do, run and get it. And we'll be using that down the line here. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. If the music is a factor that you can't hear me or it's too loud, either way, if you wanna hear louder, let me know. At this point, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I need to be able to hear a rhythm. I want you to be able to follow along. That's basically the priority. So let's get started. We're gonna start on our feet today. My camera is kind of off at an angle, but I'm gonna stay facing front. I got a comment, I need to read it. Hold on, I need my glasses. I'm over 50 now. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you're ready to move. So am I, you know. It's a great way to get the kinks out on a rainy day, isn't it? Just to move. So I'm gonna face my square wall. That helps me stay aligned. I encourage you to do the same. Let's just go ahead and start with a right heel lift, left heel lift, right heel lift, left heel lift. Good. So just getting that coordination here. I want you to feel the shoulders relax and soften and align over the ribs and the ribs align over the hips. Still going with that alternating heel lift. The music will be back in a moment. Lift and lift. There it is. And right and left. Now, let's add a little more thought to this process. As you lift the heel, I want you to also push the ball of the foot down into the floor so that there's a little more intention there. The other thing I want you to do is lift the heel as high as you can so you're stretching the front of the ankle out. It's a little easier to do with bare feet, actually, but this works. Stack your posture tall. Keep your body aligned. Right now, I'm not going to be too particular about the fact that the body is going to translate by moving up and down on this. Other days, I'd be a little more strict about it, but for now, I want you to stay in the feet, stay in the ankles, spread your toes. Left, right. Left and right. We're gonna do 4 more. And right, doesn't matter if you're on your right when I'm on my left. We're gonna go a little faster. Are you ready? Here we go. Up and up. Just lifting, alternating heels. I know my feet are getting warm. If you tend to roll out to the outside edge of your feet when you lift your heel, try to avoid that. Find balance across the ball of the foot as you lift and lift. And let's do 5 more. Here's a 5 and a half, 4, 3, and 1. Right there, marching on your right. Here we go. Get the arms going like you're going down that path. Quickly, in a hurry. You gotta get home. There's something in the oven and you gotta get it out. Breathe. And breathe. We're in a hurry. Going against the clock. Push those elbows back. Push them back. Just as much as you're swinging them forward. Push them back. Get a nice little stretch out of that through the anterior shoulder and that bicep. March it wide, right here. Wide go the feet. Hips go a little lower. Knees are a little more bent. Now, what I want you to think about here is tune into your abs so that we waddle less and stay up and down more with the knees and feet. Waddle less, up and down more for 4. Stay with me, 3. Chest is proud. 2. Bring those feet back into a narrow march, narrow march. We're gonna go from 3 marches to a left toe tap. Getting ready. Counting down in 4, 3, 2, 3 marches and a left toe tap. Boom, 1, 2, 3, and boom. I'm gonna turn to the side here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna chug those arms like a locomotive. Move your body. There you go, stay with it. Move. Nice. Now instead of a toe tap, you could do a knee lift. Up, if you feel like your balance is good, you can rely on that opposite leg. You got it. Ha. 4 more. So glad you're here. Thanks for chiming in, saying hi. Now, opposite arm. Up. Up. If my left knee goes up, my right arm goes up, and so on. Up. Up. 4 more. 3, 2. Keep the arms going. Just toe tap now. So I'm reaching and I'm tapping the floor instead of a knee lift. 4 more. 3, 2. Hello. March it out right here. Good work. Set those feet out about shoulder width apart. We're going to slide the hands down the thighs towards the knees. Good. Lift that chest. Proud. I'm going to turn the music up just a smidge. All right, here's my hands right on my thighs. Now you could do this seated also. I'm going to drop the right shoulder down the midline, look over the left. Jumble my words there. Let's go to the other side. Start small. Start small. If you're a little tight this morning, a little cold, you definitely want to ease into rotation. All I'm thinking of is dropping the shoulder right down the middle between my feet, looking up over the opposite shoulder as far as you can. If you can only look at the wall here today because the neck is tight, that's okay. If you can turn and look at the ceiling, go for that. Ease yourself through this rotation so that you feel progress with each repetition. Maybe it's a little tight in the low back. Listen to that. Activate a little abdominal tone to support your low back if the back is talking back to you. And other side. Good. We're going to do that 4 more times. Center, right. 1 more each way. Help you to add a breath pattern to that twist. Back to the middle. Find a nice long flat spine. And then round the back up towards the sky. Bring yourself all the way up to standing. bring that right arm up for an inhale and exhale, lower it down. Now the left. And down. Then right. Here's left. Both arms, let's go. Up, we're doing 4. Exhale, down. Inhale up, down. Bend those knees. Lower one more time. It's lift. Okay? Now, raise both arms up. If both arms don't want to come up, if you have a sensitive shoulder, then reach out. All right, we're gonna reach with the right, with the left, with the right. This is arms modified, right? I'm really reaching through the ribs, up, up. Shoulder blade can slide up a little bit here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach up with both arms on the inhale. Exhale, float them down. Now let's warm up the hands a little bit. It's going to be open, close, open. I want you to exaggerate the opening of the hands here. Nice and big. Open those hands. You don't have to kneel down on the floor. Just showing you where I want to go. Marla, hi! Good to see you. Open those hands. Marla was an Oakway member for years. Lovely woman. You're in California now. I'm so glad you're with me today. Open and close. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's tap those fingers with the thumb. Just go down, counting, and then up. Add a little press, not too harsh, but really what I want you to focus on again is opening the hands. Open. Ah. Open. I'm jumping around a little bit on my fingers. Just tap each finger going up and going down. Sometimes I make up my mind in midstream. Again, exaggerate the opening. I know my hands are getting fatigued. Keep moving for me. Breathe. Sometimes we get so focused on what we're doing that we start to hold our breath. We want to make sure that we are breathing openly. Oh man, you feeling that? Go ahead and shake the hands out. Great job. Hopefully that feels a little bit better. All right, we're gonna get a quick drink of water and we're gonna stretch those legs. Got my water here. If you have a glass of water. So I've been caffeine free for about 3 weeks now. It was hard the first several days, let's say week. It was hard, but now I'm used to it, and I'm trying to improve my sleep. And so by going caffeine free, also I'm trying to improve my metabolism. So caffeine is a metabolism inhibitor for those of you that are interested. And so, yeah, you know, we're into these comfort foods. We're wanting to feel safe and good at home. And so maybe the carbs have gone up. I want to keep my metabolism active, fully functioning, so I gave up the caffeine. Sleeping a little bit better. Here I am just hugging my knees into my chest. Go ahead and alternate that. Sitting up tall. So why am I talking about caffeine? Because some of you might be wanting to sip coffee as we take our breaks, because you're at home. You got your coffee there. Really encourage you to keep it clear water here while you exercise. Good, sitting up tall. And I'm sharing that about quitting caffeine because I'm here to tell you it can be done. I know it's not easy, I understand. But it is better for you to let go of that caffeine in general. I know it's controversial. Good, I'm gonna do one more knee hug in, right? And down, and left, and down. There we go. Good. Extend that right heel out in front. I'm going to sit on the front edge of my chair. My sits bones are still back there. So I'm feeling the chair. I'm going to use the left leg as support, and I'm going to do a hinge forward and then sit up and up. So kind of gauging how far you're going with as tight as that hamstring becomes as you hinge forward. Now make it a true hinge so the spine leans forward, straight line, instead of rounding back. So here's a measure you can use. Thumbs on ribs, fingers on hips. That gap should not change. That distance shouldn't change as you hinge forward. Keep it long and strong. Keep those sits bones on the chair, but they are hinging forward, they're tipping forward, and back up. You're gonna hold this one, and hold it. Good, chest is proud, shoulders down. Spine is long. You should be feeling some muscle, some work around the waist and spine if you're holding your posture well. Good, go ahead and sit up tall. I'm gonna pull my right heel back just a little bit and tap that toe. Tap that toe. Meanwhile, upstairs, I got these goalpost arms. Stay here with me. I'm gonna tap that toe out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Stay with me. Keep your goalpost. And breathe. Now, as I go out and in with those toes, see how my knee goes out and in. It's a nice little release for the hip. Don't want to overdo it there. So don't make it too big. There we go, and tap center, 4, and 3, and 2, and stay right there, and pulse now. Turn my palms in. I'm gonna pulse the arms up, up. So the energy to lift the arms is coming from up above, right up here, deltoids. Hopefully not those upward traps right up here around the neck. We wanna keep those soft and long. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the arms down for a moment while we extend that left heel out. Support on the right thigh. Let's start with our hinging forward. Abs are strong. Abs are taut right here, so that as that hinge, I know I'm keeping the spine very straight. It's got a stick right here. Another way to gauge that is to line the spine up with a tool, a stick, a broom handle, whatever it is. And as you hinge forward, the relationship of the spine to your prop here remains the same. Much like this measure, ribs to hips. Hold the next one, please. Supporting on the right thigh, hold that stretch. Really reach that heel away from you. Slide the shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath. Reach a little farther and sit up tall. All right, we're going back for those goalpost arms. Pull that heel in just a little bit and start your tap on the left ankle. Good, sitting tall, I'm gonna look out at my horizon. This is just a tap right out in front of you. We got 4 and 3. Find your posture proud, but your ribs still up against the body. Now tap out and in with the toes. Out and in with the knee. That right side is staying stable, and so is the pelvis. I'm just rotating that femur bone around in my hip. Keep those arms. Keep them here. Good, and center the leg. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now the elbows are gonna pull down, pull them down. Now, what's moving the shoulders and arms now are the lats. Boom, right below those shoulder blades. A little bit of your subscaps working here as well. Slide them down. This should not be 100% effort. It's just enough to feel the scaps slide down the back. Elongate the neck. Reach the crown up to the ceiling as you draw the elbows down. Woo! 4, hello shoulders, 3, and 2, and 1, and relax. Great job. All right, so let's get one weight. Could your water bottle. We're gonna do our halo. Seated and then standing. And I'd be interested to hear if you think seated or standing is more challenging. We're gonna hold that implement right in front of our nose, and you're gonna rotate it around the head, mobilizing your shoulders. We're doing 5 each way. There's 3, 4, 5. Reverse. Let those arms just swim around your head. Trying to keep the body very still as well as the head and neck. 2 and 1. Right on. Let's go ahead and come on up to a standing posture if you're able. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Nice halo around the head. Standing posture. It's going to demand a little more energy from the core to keep those hips and ribs stable and connected. There's 5 and 4 and 3. There's 2 and 1. Let's go in the other direction. Now, if this is not feeling good for you, you're welcome to hold a shoulder stretch here and here. Do that while folks finish their halo. Just pretending I can capture that same motion. Okay, then go ahead and put your water bottle down. We're gonna pick up our weights. They could be cans of food, they could be dumbbells. If you've got dumbbells or something weighted that's even. I also want to mention that if you have one side that's painful or compromised in any way, I don't want you to hold less weight in one hand than the other. I want you to hold the same weight. Okay, because what happens is that you will work in an imbalanced posture, whether you feel it or not. Your body will have to compensate somehow, and therefore you'll become misaligned and you may injure yourself worse than when we began. All right, so I've got my weights right here. I'm gonna start with an easy bicep curl and lower down and curl. These are just little kettlebells. Curl. You don't have to have kettlebells. You could have refried beans. Curl and down and curl. Good. Shoulders are staying nice and stable here. Okay. I'm going to progress this exercise. I'm going to curl it, push up, lower down, and open. All right. Again, curl, push, lower down, and open. That bracelet's getting in the way. Curl. Press it up. Down. And open. Nice. 2 more. Push. Keep those abs strong. Avoid leaning back or arching the back when you press the arms overhead. Weight overhead. There we go. Put one down, please. Let's go into a split stance. Right foot forward. Left foot back. Now, going overhead with your shoulders is not feeling good today. I want you to hinge forward and do a tricep kickback right here, okay? So just pushing the weight back. Notice I'm not swinging. This would be swinging, okay? I'm not getting much work done out of that. I'm pushing and I'm stopping. I'm pushing and I'm stopping. So, where I was going to go was bringing that weight up and pushing it up. And up. Exhale. Exhale. Elbow stays right there. You can support it with that arm. I know I'm almost out of the shot here. 3, 2, and 1. Gently, carefully bring that weight down, and we'll go to the other arm. So remember, option 1, modified, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Avoid swinging the weight. All right? Otherwise, we're here. We're going to bend, extend, pressing that weight overhead, down, and press. Keep that elbow pointing up. Keep that core strong so that we're not arching the back. I want to be able to see my elbow in my peripheral vision when I do these. 4, 3, here's 2, 1, and bring it carefully down. Nice and safe. Great job. All right, we're going to hold one weight. You can hold 2 if your weights are light. We'll do a few squats. So if you're holding cans of food, you're right here, right at the sternum, okay? Right in the center of the body. I'm gonna hold my bell right here. Okay, so we're gonna add a little extra layer to this squat. What we're gonna do is 4-step taps. So you're gonna step right, tap, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're gonna do a slow squat, 2, 3, 4, stand up for 4, 3, 2, step tap, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and squat, 2, 3, 4, coming up, 2, 3, and 4, and step tap. So when you squat, you don't have to touch the chair surface. You can if you like, but we're not sitting all the way. We're just squatting back. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and squat, 2, 4 going down, 4 coming up. Abs are strong. Let's go again. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, stand up. 2, 3, and squeeze the bum. 1, 2, 3, and 4, sitting back. 2, 3, and 4, and stand up. Squeeze. Wrap those femurs out and around. We're gonna do 2 more reps. 3 and 4, stand up. This is nice and slow. Last one, 4, 3, 2, on your squat, make it good. Hips go back first, always. Stand up. 2, whoops, lost my balance there. Good work. Let's go to that step tap. To the right, sorry. To the right. To the right. Stay with it. 4, 3, lowering that weight. All right, and then let's get one weight in each hand. I'm gonna do some upright rows. Now we usually, I shouldn't say usually, but in class, I do these frequently with bands. And what I say is follow the tracks up with the handles, follow them down. Same applies with your resistance, whatever tools you're using, whatever props you're using this morning. You're gonna follow the straight line up, follow the straight line down the body. Elbows go wide. No limit on how wide the elbows can go. If you're doing this well, we're staying out of the neck, we're staying out of those upper traps. Okay, so there should be no shoulder shrugging on this work. 4, and down. I want you to feel the heat on the tops of the shoulders, not up around the neck. 2 more, and down. Last one. Very nice job. Go ahead and put those guys down. And have a seat for a moment. Let's stretch that neck. So feet flat on the floor. Everything's lined up. I want you to feel the hips very balanced on your chair. I want you to turn your head to the right. And just look over that shoulder. And make sure the shoulders didn't move or shift. When you did that, let's go to the other side. Looking over the left. Shoulders down the back. And turn to the right. Spiral out through the crown of the head now. And turn to the left. There we go. All right, I'm going to tip that head now. Tip it over, ear to shoulder. Maybe let those hands hang down. Next to you, reaching the left fingertips down to the floor. Tip the head back up. And let's go left ear to left shoulder. Nice. Now our line of reach is out through the crown of the head, up. Not trying to fold my neck over, right? I'm trying to lengthen and elongate. And I get an awesome stretch here in those scalenes while I do that. Okay, let's go over to the right again. Ooh, that had something to say about that. Nice long line, reaching out through the crown of the neck. Try to keep my shoulders level. You'll tell me if they're crooked. Please do. And then left ear to left shoulder. Now beginning to soften into that stretch. Let's go to the other side one more time. Up and over to the right. This time to transition. Let's drop the chin down, roll through center. And you may have discovered a few new things there. Now I'm over on the left side. As I exhale, I'm going to go right down through center again. That's pretty nice. Nice zesty stretch out of that. Let's go to the other side. Oh man, why didn't we do this in the beginning? Stay here, and let's go to the other side. Right there. You know what, we gotta do the other side one more time so that we're balanced. So left ear to left shoulder. Bring your head to the center, looking down at the floor. Gently stretching the back of the neck. Rather than thinking of jamming the chin down, think of lifting the back of the head up. And then gently correct the head. Looking straight ahead. Now turn the head right and left with a little more tempo to see how that feels. Hopefully it's a little looser, a little more easeful as you go side to side. One more time to the left, looking over that shoulder, and then look straight ahead. Fantastic. Place those hands out in front of you, draw forward, and then drop back. Draw forward, draw back. From the side, forward, back. Now I'm not changing the shape of my spine as I do that stretch. I'm sliding the shoulder blades across the rib cage. Back, forward, back, and forward, and back, and forward. Awesome. We're going to set those feet wide now, and then swing those arms and shoulders. So just stretch out the whole shoulder and neck now. Just let the arms swing with momentum. Yes, now you're allowed to swing the arms. Keep your posture correct and upright. Stay breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to pick up our weights again. Hit the rear delts. Here, hit the backs of those shoulders. All right. One weight in each hand. Let's stand in a split stance. Right foot forward, left foot behind. You're going to bend both knees a little. Hinge the body forward a little. Let the arms hang with gravity now. I'll turn a little bit to face you. There we go. All right. I'm going to reach the arms long, back behind me. I want you to hold them there and find a place where you feel like the shoulders have not tipped forward. All right? The upper arm, rather. Okay? Now, slowly, as you support the weights in your hands, from the back of the arm, press it back. As you travel down, continue to support from the back of the arm. That's called eccentric contraction. Here's your concentric. Now eccentric down. There we go. I'm going to try to lighten my grip on my weights so that I'm not white knuckling my weights. Reach, 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 and down, down, down. I know this is slow. It's slow on purpose. And down, 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 and stand it up. Good work. You can put those down. We're going to come back to rear delts. We're going to get our band now. Get that band. Now remember, if you don't have a band, it's okay. You can still follow along without and still activate the muscles. Okay? I'm going to do a little bit of bow and arrow. Got a single length in my hands. Right there, I'll face you. There we go. I'm going to reach the left arm out. Notice that my right hand is right in front of my left shoulder. And I'm going to stay squared towards you. Keep the body squared, even though your target is perpendicular out there. And you're going to pull the hand to the right shoulder, bring it in front of the left. Now the left arm doesn't change. I'm keeping it as is. And pull. As I pull my right elbow back, See how it folds or flexes a little more deeply? I'm not trying to straighten that right arm at all. In fact, I'm bending it more deeply. I want you to feel the shoulder blade slide back and around towards the spine as you pull your elbow back. Be real specific with that. Tie the abs together. Let go of your toes in your shoes. I just caught myself gripping my toes. There we go. We're going to do 2 more. Pull, pull, and forward. And pull, pull, and forward. Very nice. Swing those arms down and across. Reaching with the right long. My left hand is right in front of my right shoulder. Okay? You're going to pull to the left shoulder and then back in front. Pull, pull, back. So I'm pretty much holding a horizontal line with my arms, whether they're bent or straight. Keep that line. Elbow just pulls straight back. Nice, and pull. There we go. Nice and slow. Remember, here's your concentric. Here's your eccentric. You're controlling it both ways. And pull. Breathe, breathe. Good. It's like a BOGO. Buy one, get one. If you really focus on the eccentric work and control the pace on the way from the resistance. 1 more. Right about there. And letting go. Woo! Roll those shoulders around a little bit. Roll them around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. That's all I wanted to do with our band. That is it. That bow and arrow. That's a nice one to keep at home. Let's get a drink of water. We're going to do some balance work. Work on those hamstrings a little bit. Alrighty. So feel free to use your chair back here. This is my tower, my reformer tower. So I'm going to pretend like this is my chair back. So what I'm going to do is stand to the side, holding on with some balance initially. Now also, what I want to point out is your balanced leg. Okay, it's the leg that's closest to your chair. I want to make sure that when I balance on that leg, that my hips don't shear out to the side. Did you see that tilt, that list? What I want to do is pull that hip in so that everything stays horizontal and aligned. You're going to have to monitor that on yourself. Okay? The other way I think of that is energizing from the inside of the knee going up the inner thigh. Pull that in and up. Okay? The right heel is going to curl and curl and lift. Let go of the shoulders. Stand a little more proudly here. Notice that my ankle is flexed. It's going to help me get into the hamstring and glute. The glute insofar as stabilizing, hamstring mobilizing, curl, curl. You got your chair there for balance if you need it, right? Pull the heel up. Now make sure your knees are side by side. There they are. You could pin the knees together. Okay? Hold it there. Take a deep breath. We're going to pulse that heel up, away from the floor. It's up and up and up and up. Just 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, kick that heel out in front of the floor. I'm going to pull the hips back and stretch that hamstring. Keep the spine long. Keep it correct. Let's stand up. We're going to switch it to the other leg. Don't worry, we're going to do the other leg too. We're going to do 2 sets of these. Okay, here's your chair. I'm going to pretend like this is my chair. Holding onto the chair back. Flex that ankle. Knees are side by side. We'll go ahead and get going here. Pull the heel up. Woo! Pull the heel up. You're lucky you've got that chair next to you. Let go if you don't feel like you need it anymore. And remember to energize the right upper inner thigh to pull that hip in underneath you. I don't want you to shear out onto that hip. And curl. Knees stay side by side. Woo, this side's a little tighter. 2 more. 1. And we're gonna hold it. Stay right there. Get a sense that everything is level. Shoulders over ribs over hips. Chest is proud. I'm gonna try to elongate my spine a little bit more in this posture. That takes work. Woo! Anybody feeling their glute and hamstring? I am. Let's kick that heel out in front. Support on the opposite leg for your stretch. Never applying pressure to an extended joint. Breathing. And we're going to stand up. Yes, we're going to go to the other side as promised. This time, thumbs up to you. What we're going to do is balance again. You're going to hold that leg up at a 90-degree angle, more or less, and this time you're going to pulse down. Okay, so you kind of feel those hamstrings catching the lower leg as it goes down and down and down. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Turn around, holding onto the chair. It's the leg away from the chair that is the working side. You're going to hold that leg up 90 degrees, tie it together, and down, down, down. These are small. Your leg does not have to be as high as mine is. Work until you feel that hamstring glute connection. We call that the gluteal fold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Okay, now we're going to stretch. I'm going to pretend that this ball is my chair. I want you to face your chair. You're going to hinge forward from the hips and bend those knees so that your spine didn't change. All right? From position A, standing, here's my pole here, to position B. Relationship of the spine did not change on that line. That's what I want you to sense here, all right? So your hands are on your chair. Your knees quite possibly are bent. Quite possibly they're straight. If your spine is correct and your legs are straight, then go down to your forearms. Now maybe your knees are bent. What I'm after here is a starting point with bent knees, and then I'm so tight I'm going to have to keep my hands on my chair. I'm going to alternate stretching. Straighten one leg, bend it, straighten the second leg, and bend it. Now this posture lends itself nicely to feeling gravity and pulling against it, pulling the tummy up away from the floor. Meanwhile, my shoulders are relaxed, my neck is long. I'm not going to drop my chin or look out in front of me. I'm just going to keep it lined up with the spine. That's your job to feel and sense that. There's no creases on the back of your neck. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. And bend. And 3. And bend. And 2. Woo, feeling that stretch. 1 more. Alrighty, both knees are softened. Let's round the spine. Slowly rise it up. Stacking out posture. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to change that music real quickly. Don't go away because we're going to do one more really fantastic stretch. I'm back. I promised you I would be. Here I am. You're going to stay standing. Okay, now we're going to stretch with our chair. So you're standing, and your chair is in front of you. Just make sure that the back isn't getting in your way here. You're going to extend the right leg back behind you. Therefore, you're balanced on your left leg. You need to move into a place where you can see what's going on. There we go. Okay, so let's float that leg up. Bend the knee. Keep your chair, it's stable. Mine is not so stable. Then I'm going to rotate that right hip open as I reach the heel back behind me. Now with my head, I'm going to look under my armpit. This may provide a nice twist for you. This may provide a great hamstring stretch for the balanced leg. Don't be compelled to straighten that leg if it doesn't feel right or safe. Okay, let's bring those hips back around to face the floor. Bring the leg back down. Good. I hope that worked out for you. There's a lot of layers to that stretch. I'm going to do it without my ball. I'm going to use this surface here. So I'm going to bring the left toes back to the floor behind me. Lift the leg up. Bend the knee. You see my heel? There we go. Pretending this is my chair. I'm going to rotate my hip, my left hip open, and then look under my right shoulder, under my armpit, to twist. Breathing deeply. Yep, I need to use the floor here because I don't have a chair. Carefully rotate the hips back towards the floor, as well as the shoulders. Bring the leg back down. That was not as graceful as I had wanted it to be. Let's stand on our feet. Step away from your chair for a moment. Reach the arms out in front. You're going to inhale. As you inhale, expand the ribs, much like your arms are. As you exhale, wrap the arms around the body. Reach for your shoulder blades. Inhale, open again. Expand the body out wide. Exhale, wrap around. You can do this seated or standing. Inhale, open. Exhale, wrap around. Really reaching. Inhale, open. Exhale, last one. Reach for your shoulder blades. Nod your head. Look straight ahead. Nod your head. Look straight ahead. I'm trying to soften those shoulders and the neck. Look straight ahead. Inhale, open the arms. Let the arms float down. Turn your head right. Center. Turn it left. Center. One more each way. Center and left. Center. Great job. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so glad y'all left some comments. I'm gonna have to read those when I get my glasses on. So I'm planning to see you next week. And thank you for joining me. Hi, Trish. All right, you guys, take care. Be well. Stay healthy.